Hey y'all, it's me. Yes, I am a mess. Absolutely I am. But I wanted to show you what we accomplished today. Let me turn this around. Okay, the porch floor is painted. At least one coat. And I think that one coat's actually going to work on the floor. You can see the steps. Those are leaving. We'll be putting in the new steps, which will be between that white post and that white post. So they'll be much wider. And there'll be a landing out here, so the height of this porch or this step will come on out, and we've decided to go ahead and make the ramp come down from the side of it. And I told you the other day that this particular flower bed is leaving because it's just all to pieces. I may use the rock and build a new one, but anyway, the posts have one coat of paint. They're going to have another coat. And you can see we stuck up one side. The other side had to be modified a little bit. But you can see the idea that I had for the buckets. Those buckets, of course, will be full of flowers. Yay! All different color flowers. So when someone walks up the steps and they turn, that's what they're going to see. And over there, that other far spot will also have two shelves like this, also holding 8 buckets for the flowers. And that middle area, there still will be stairs going down. We've decided that still needs to be stairs, so we'll have 2 openings. But yeah, I'm excited. Now look at this color, this old-fashioned green. And let me tell you what it's going to be used on. Those of you that hate those old minty greens, we grew up with those colors. But my girls that were here helping me today, Chelsea and her friend, said, you know, Mom, this old mailbox, here's one of the ones that have to be modified, so let me move them out of the way. This old mailbox was one time that antique, that old-fashioned green. Now this mailbox belonged to Hugh's grandmother, and the legs on the bottom are going to have to be trimmed a bit because some of them are rotted where they've set in the basement floor on dampness on concrete, but it's still, you know how basement floor gets damp. But so that's been downstairs for years and years, and you can see the clasp, that same color green. So Chelsea and Aurora said, you know what, that would be cool just to paint those mailboxes back an old-fashioned original color. And then inside, they cleaned it out good, but everything's got to be painted. And then over here, this mailbox had belonged to my grandmother. And I don't know if it was ever green, but some of the hardware is missing. And everything has just got to, who's made some repairs on it. Everything's just got to be found, or I won't, obviously look for the original hardware, but I'll just look for some that are similar to what's on it now. So these 2 pieces of furniture are going to go up on the porch. And so is this. This is an old sewing table. And Aurora worked on it considerably today. She redid the top of it. There's a deep stain on it that we're not going to try to get out. But she cleaned it up and stained the top, and the bottom and the legs is going to be painted the green. So now here we go. The bottom of the shelves are not painted yet, so you can't get any idea about that. But you can see from out here, I think it's going to look kind of cool, and especially when they're filled with flowers. When they're not filled with flowers, I probably won't leave them up there just to keep them from getting stress damaged. But anyway, let me show you where everything's going. All right, this little section right here, this little wall, where I had originally had the cat house. The cat house, remember, is going to be built into that corner. But that's where the little sewing table is going to go. And it will probably hold iced tea and cups and glasses and things of that nature. In front of the fireplace will be where the big mailbox will go. And it will be open. The lid will lean back nicely because there's probably about a 3-inch section behind where the lid hinges. So it will lean back, and I'll probably put buckets of flowers down in there also. And then over here under that window will be where my grandmother's mailbox will go. And everything's just going to be painted really, really heavily with exterior paint. And we'll just, you know, keep it as protected as possible. But my grandmother's mailbox, you know, has some flat surfaces in the in-between area. So, I don't know, we might have a plate of cookies on the top shelf or something. I don't know. But the door is going to be painted black. I've decided those doors have not been painted in many, many, many years, and you can see all the scuff marks and everything at the bottom, but they need to be repainted. So I think black. That's a nice color on an old house, especially an old farmhouse. So I'm going to leave. We've got my tent all weighted down. We're expecting rain about starting at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I've got some plastic over here that I'm going to still bring over and just kind of scoot all this stuff together real tight. And go ahead and put plastic over the top and weight it down so that nothing gets really wet. But Hugh has, he bought some white turnips the other day when we were at the farmer's market. And he has cooked those, and he has fried the turnips with onions, but he's cooked the turnip greens. And he said that's the best turnip greens that he has ever had. And he really likes that type of turnip, whatever it is. It's a white one, just totally white, no pink on it, no purple on it. And let me see. And I put in a roast earlier today, so it's been in the slow cooker. And it smells so good, and I haven't had lunch. But the porch is painted, y'all. At least the first round. The first round of porch paint is done. Yay. Yay. And I even went ahead and rehung my wind chimes just because I could. But anyway, I told y'all that I would show you the progress that we had made today. And you know, it always takes longer than you expect it to take by the time you scrape everything and you pull nails and you trim and oh gracious. But you can see over there Hugh filled some holes with Bondo, so everything, all the white has to have a second coat. I'm hoping that we can get by with a single coat on the porch because I only actually used 1 gallon of paint and I bought 3, but by the time we build 2 sets of steps and a ramp, because there'll still be a set of steps come down over there in that opening, and then a landing right here with the steps still coming straight out, and then the ramp going down to, I'll probably end up landing somewhere, I don't know, maybe even the other side of where the wall will be by the time we get it get the right pitch on it, because that's something that's state law, especially, you know, since we'll have guests coming. We've got to make sure that we make it safe and meet any kind of state laws that we have, county laws, whatever. Kitty cats are fussing at one another. Supper's getting cold. There's my honey. I think I need to go inside and eat. What do y'all think? I love you much. Just wanted to give you just a what is it called? I can't even think. You can see we still didn't get everything cleaned. We did just work on getting the porch cleaned the other day. So when everything gets good and dry, then we'll finish with the rest of it. But we were trying to get in front of the rain, and I think we did. We got the worst of it done with the rain coming. But I love you much, and I will talk with you soon. Bye-bye.